Hello and welcome back to Avengercraft Season 2. We're on episode 4 and we have some shiny wings. And I'm really excited about being able to fly around. Oh yeah. The problem is, I'm out of gunpowder. So we're going to have to fix that today. I'm going to go for a very simple gunpowder farm. So in order to get a lot of gunpowder, I went ahead and made this little shulker box loader. And this was made and designed by... who was it? Probably not Matt. And it's very compact, so I really like it. It's just a little 3x3. And I will attempt to link his channel in the description, but if I forget, please forgive me. Because I always forget things like that when I'm editing videos and whatnot. So, this is where all of our gunpowder is going to go. And we're just going to use a little 2x2 chamber to kill them. And we're going to gather everything up in some mine carts. Let's see. Probably need to build up around this so I don't lose our mine carts as we're trying to do this. There we go. So we're going to do that and that. We're going to come down here and we're going to break that rail. And then I'm going to try to nudge them just a little bit to get it to where they will pick up from both of the blocks. There we go. And we're going to use magma blocks to kill everything. So if you guys don't know this trick, this is a very old trick where you can push down blocks into a hopper or a minecart hopper, as long as it's off the rails. And it would help if I faced my piston in the correct direction. We need to be facing down. Okay. And then let's just do torch. I know I had some redstone dust on me. Nope. That's not helpful. There we go. Now everything that falls inside this area will automatically get picked up. And will burn my face. So I need to be careful there. Alright. So we're going to build up this killing chamber here. So let's go ahead and get this built up. I'm going to go a couple higher before I make my first platform. Where did that get placed? Oh, there's string up there. Alright, so here is going to be our first layer for spawns. And we're just going to use deep slate as our spawning platform because I think it looks really nice. And on top we're going to do string. Now this will detect when a creeper spawns. And then we're going to... let's come out this way. We're going to get our observers. If I can get that placed. Really need some scaffolding or something here. Let's go ahead and build out a little bit. There we go. So we're going to do observers. Reading the string. Okay. I'm going to build some of this off camera, and I will be right back. Well, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would, but we have it completed. Now, I changed the design just slightly because I figured out that with the quasi-connectivity, we could actually just have our observers pointing out, and our pistons would fire anyway. And we have already had our very first contestant. Oh, we've had two. Just a second ago, I checked, there was only 2 gunpowder in there, so this thing is working. Now, it's not going to be super fast, but as I'm building in this area, we'll get all the gunpowder we need for just, building projects. Because it is so much better to go up like this than have to pillar all the way up. And that is why I love the Elytra. It's mostly for building. And so that you can do things like this. Going into crawl mode, yep. Especially for working on redstone projects, it's the best. Alright, so part 2 will have to be sugarcane farm. Now, we've got a tower. And I'm thinking maybe a lookout tower for a runway, maybe? So if we can get a nice hangar for some flying machines. I figured, flying things should be inside a hangar. Maybe have a nice runway out here. Yeah, I think that'll look really nice. I just gotta design the tower for that, and I will do that probably off camera. And speaking of redstone, if you want to build this design, all you need to do is you have your string here, observers out, and there doesn't have to be a block behind here. I use tinted glass just to make it look better. And then, let's see, am I out of sticky pistons? I think I'm out of sticky pistons. Let's make a couple more of those. Okay. And then we're using sticky pistons here and here. And that is just for that when we fall, it's going to then push us over. So it's just a very simple little design of we're going to push you over. And of course, this one just pushed me into the ground, but you get the idea. And we are back. We have our sugarcane farm complete. Now, I didn't show this on camera just because this is a sugarcane farm that I build quite often. So it's very simple. All we have is stairs here, waterlogged, and then our sugarcane. And then just a very simple flying machine with an automatic return at the other end. So, and how I'm currently setting it off is with just a daylight sensor. So once a day, it's just going to travel off. And we already have a little bit of sugarcane just since I started building it, which is good because I don't think that I completely filled this thing in. I think I ran out. Yep, I sure did. There we go. Now we can get a full harvest. Now, currently it's not completely lossless, and that is only because I'm only sending the carts once. Now, if I were to send the carts twice, then it would be completely lossless. So I will set up a little bit of redstone to do that at some point. But currently I am just working on an exterior. And I'm going with green terracotta. I'm kind of going for hangar, a kind of army-based type hangar. At least that's the goal. So we're going to have a nice rounded roof. Let's see, it's actually going to face this direction. So we're going to have a nice rounded roof here to here. And then I'm going to put a big bay door. And of course it will not open. So this is all this interior will never be seen. So I didn't really worry about it a whole lot. Which is why I'm just going to cover this up. And we're never going to talk about it again. Oh, look at that. Pepper up. Return to sender. Very nice. So I'm going to continue building this up. But between all the redstone on this, the redstone on this, and traveling it... Send it back with an arrow. Nice. But anyway, between traveling all the way to the Badlands, which is about 5,000 blocks away, and I dug another tunnel back. Speaking of, let's go check out the Nether Hub real quick. It's not much, but I spent a long time digging, labeling, and making it look safe. It doesn't look pretty. I will guarantee you that. It does not look pretty, but it definitely is safe. So we're going to hop in here. Of course, this part's not safe. Ignore that. Okay. I just dug that tunnel. That is to the Badlands. So we have some nice signs here. We've got Buggy Hoster. We've got the fortress off that way. Shopping district tunnel. BX Slide way down there. He is quite a ways away. Pepper Up right there. We've got Mrs. Buggy. And then down at the end is Ominous Fate off to the right. And we have a desert off to the left. And we're going to go check and see what Mrs. Buggy's been doing. It's quite impressive. Now, obviously, you can tell this is a work in progress. But she is going for an ice castle. And she built this massive ice farm. Now this design, I believe, was by Ilmango. She followed a nice little tutorial there. Anyway, so enough distractions. As I was saying, between all of that, I am out of time. This has been a lot of fun getting us a nice little rocket factory set up. And I will tell you, this thing is not super efficient, but I've already pulled a couple stacks of gunpowder out of here, and that is just from building over here. And I'm not like in a great AFK spot. All I've done is do a little bit of lighting underneath here in all the caves that I could find. And we're getting a decent amount of gunpowder, and I'm happy with that. Because this is completely my design, so I was really nervous to see if it would work. So definitely happy with that. So we're going to take a picture, and that is going to be our thumbnail. Well, anyway, that is all I've got time for you today, guys. If you enjoyed, please like and subscribe. This has been Buggy Hoser, and goodbye.